Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we're back with another episode of Stub Sunday, and this week we are going to go over 5 players that are good investments going forward for the next player update, and some more cards that you should be flipping right now to make the most stubs possible, and another way to make some extra stubs. I got all the information you need to build that stub count, finish your live series collection, and buy all the cards that your little heart desires in MLB the Show 23. Let's get into this. First off, I just want to say if you use Control Freaks in MLB The Show, make sure you use code BUCK at checkout, get 10% off of all your Control Freak purchases, as well as Underdog.com. Underdog lets you bet on player props, stats during the day. If you sign up at Underdog now and use code BIGOLDBUCK at sign up, you will get your first deposit up to $100 matched at Underdog.com, so make sure you go check that out as well. It's awesome. And while you're in the market for new controllers, check out Power A as well. Use code BUCK at checkout, get 10% off of all your Power A needs at PowerA.com. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the 5 players you should be investing in right now. So I'm going through here, and let me pull up the website here for you. So I'm going through here, and I'm looking at this fantasy website. I've got it broken down into the last 15 days, and I'm trying to find players that most people aren't paying attention to. And the first one that popped up here for me was Owen Miller. He plays all over the field here, and if you look at his last 15 days, he's got 5 runs scored, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, 1 stolen base. He's hitting .405 with a .421 on base, .703 slug, 1.124 OPS. Not only is he good if you play fantasy, because only 3% of the people overall in fantasy leagues own him, but he's going off right now for Milwaukee, who doesn't have a lot of offense going for them. And if we go back here and look at the price right now, Owen Miller is 33 to 86, so he's super cheap. I don't know how much he would go up, but I mean, obviously he's hot right now, and if he continues over the next week or so to hit at this pace, he's definitely going to go up to silver. So right now he's 33 to 65, so he's super cheap. 25 is quick sell on these, so he's barely over quick sell price. So as far as players go, he's a very low risk, high reward type candidate. I would get in on him now though, before more people see that, you know, what he's doing in Milwaukee. But he's literally the only person really doing much for Milwaukee right now. So yeah. All right, next up is one of my favorite players in baseball. I love this kid, Josh Naylor. His brother Bo plays for the same organization, but I believe he's in AAA right now. But yeah, Josh is at 39 to 90, so there's a nice little gap in there for flipping too. But right now, if you look at his last couple weeks here, he's 32 games, 7 runs, 4 homers, 13 RBIs, 313 average, 353 on base, 688 slugging, 1.040 OPS. He's really starting to click, and Cleveland really needs this because their offense has been really bad. But yeah, Josh Naylor is definitely someone I could see going up to silver. He's just super fun to watch, and like I said, he's finally starting to hit. He does have a lot of power, so I would look for these power numbers to continue. But he's somebody I would be tracking, because you got to remember, we won't be getting a roster update this week. Also, content for Friday comes out Thursday because of the holiday weekend. The roster player update is the following week. So we still have another, a little bit of time for these players to play. So I'm not saying necessarily buy them right this second, but keep an eye on these players, where they're at in the market, and what they're doing over the next week or so. But yeah, he's definitely somebody to keep an eye on. All right, next up's a kid for the Marlins. Everybody's talking about Jesus Luzardo and other players for the Marlins, but Brian De La Cruz is sort of flying under the radar. Last 15 games, 9 runs, 3 homers, 9 RBIs, 375 average, 412 on base. He's got a 667 slugging, 1.078 OPS. Those are the stats for him. And as you can see, his card at a 70 is starting to get some attention, but he's still relatively low. A good investment, a young kid, very, very talented outfielder for the Marlins. And like I said, most attention for the Marlins is being spent on Luis Arias. I don't know how you say his name. I know chat tries to help me and I fail at it. And Jesus Luzardo and those guys. But yeah, definitely Brian De La Cruz all the way down here. All the way down here is somebody to keep an eye on over the next week to 10 days, and maybe start picking up some of his cards. All right, next up is a kid out in Tampa that's playing really good, age 25 season. He's hitting right now. Let me flip over here for you, show you Josh Lowe. This season, he's hitting 305, 364 on base, 989 OPS, 10 homers, 30 RBIs, and he steals bags. He's got 8 stolen bases. The last 7 games, his power is still there. His average is a little down, but overall, this season, he's playing great. And if we go look at his advanced stats here, versus lefties, he's got 1 homer this year, 2 RBIs, but he's hitting 286 with a 571 slug and a 983 OPS, which is pretty much even with what he's doing against righties this year. And if we go in and look at his stats against lefties are definitely down. Contact, power are definitely down. His vision's down. All that should get a bump. Like, I don't know how Josh Lowe doesn't get at least 3 points and go gold this next update. If we look at his price, he's 155 to 172. Quick sell 80s are 400 gold. So 400 minus 155 is cha-ching, a lot of profit. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that he's going to go gold, but at 3 points is all he needs in the year he's having right now is pretty insane. He's actually my number 2 investment for the week. I'm going to be picking some up myself, so hopefully I'll do that before this video gets out and you guys start buying them, because then that'll suck if I don't hit them, you know what I mean? But yes, Josh Lowe, great player to be invested in. As you see today, I'm wearing the Detroit Tigers hat, the 84 World Series Detroit Tigers hat, and there's a reason for that, because my number 1 investment right now going forward is a guy on the Detroit Tigers, and he's all the way down here, and that is Riley Green. Let's go take a look at his price here. 79 to 118. Now that's pretty high for a bronze, but if we look over here and we go to look at his stats for the season, he's on fire right now. Last 15 games hitting 390, last 30 games 314, last 7 games 379. The power is starting to pick up a little bit. The on base is crazy. Over the last 15 games, 429, 593 slug. Overall for the season, he's got 4 homers, 16 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. He steals some bases, 289 average, 341 on base, 763 OPS. All these numbers are on the climb, and he's only going to get better as the season goes on. Right now, like I said, he's a bronze. Definitely somebody to hold for gold, because I think they're really going to start pushing this kid in the show, because he's showing that he can do it. 79 is a little bit high for a 69 bronze, but I'm telling you that he's definitely a hold for gold candidate. He's only 22 years old. The Tigers are playing well right now. They're not that far behind the Twins, and if he continues to rake, they're going to push him very quickly in the show and give him a nice update in a week from this Friday. So Riley Green is my number 1 investment for the week. I know Ring Rose would like that a lot. So yeah, go up there, buy him up now while he's super cheap, and just hold on to him until he hits that gold eventually this year. And definitely a very, very good investment. All right, now I've had people come in chat and say that, you know, I've mentioned the gold equipment the last couple of videos. It's good flipping, and they said, well, the flipping is not very good on the gold equipment. I'm here to tell you the flipping is still very, very good on the gold equipment. Some people probably are looking for way too much this time of the year, but look at this. There's still plenty of good gaps, and these things move quickly. The gloves, the batting gloves move quickly. The bats, not so much, but they still move a little bit. Mostly what you're going to be looking for are these. The fielding gloves, the hitting gloves, the shoes. There's a nice little gap there. Anything over 150 to 200 stubs is good flip. Look at these shoes. That's a 250 to 300 stub flip. These gloves right here are 350 stub flip. This sleeve right here is a 350 stub flip. These glasses are a 250 stub flip. Like, all these are good. Look at this. This elbow guard is like a 500 stub flip almost. Same thing with this glove. So you just got to get in here, buy 1 or 2 at a time, and then flip them. Don't go crazy buying a bunch of these at once. Buy 1 or 2, put it in 1 or 2 buy orders, turn around and flip it. 1 or 2, flip it. You can do that while playing mini seasons, while playing conquests, events. You can buy a couple of things, go in and play a game, come back out. They're probably going to be filled. You put them up for sale. Same thing. Just keep flipping while you're playing, or if you're just using the companion app, which is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. You guys know this. You can use the companion app, just sit there all day, flipping, making 40, 50,000 stubs an hour if you're really getting in here and being aggressive with it. There's so much stubs to be made with gold equipment. All right, another thing that people don't pay attention to, which is starting to, you know, have some nice distance in it, is unlockables. Diamond unlockables. Look at some of the gaps. Now, you probably think this stuff doesn't move all that quick, especially the sounds and stuff, but it does move. People buy these things to be annoying in MLB the Show and Diamond Dynasty. So there's huge gaps in these. The thing I like to buy is the jerseys. Any of them that don't have buy orders, you buy these for 1,000 stubs. So this one here you sell for 1,300. That's 170 stub flip. The jerseys sell pretty quick too. Now some of these you can break it down, filter. Let's go look at uniforms here. So some of these, like this Blue Jays one, you buy it for 1,000, you sell it for 1,395. That's a 200 and some stub flip. Like, look at these. These are pretty good gaps in these jerseys that nobody's paying attention to right now because everybody's grinding. So the jerseys, diamond jerseys, there's some really good gaps. Anything over 1,300 and that you can buy for 1,000, I would definitely be in on. And there's a lot of them. This Angels one is over 1,400. You can get it for 1,012. This one's almost 1,600. You can get it for 1,062. This one really good. This Houston Astros one here, you can get for 1,002. 1,490. That's a really good flip. Look at this Pirates one. You get it for 1,102. 1,970. Yeah, there's some really good flips here. There's another Diamondback. You can get it for 1,005. 1,617 sell. Yeah, a lot of good stubs to be made here in these diamond uniforms. So go check that out while you're on the companion app or playing the game on your system. All right, that's the video for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some information that you can use to make your stub count grow. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I answer any feedback, any questions you guys have. You can also come by my stream at twitch.tv/bigoldbuck. I stream every day but Sunday because I upload here on Sunday. And yeah, we have a very helpful community, and I'm always available to answer questions. So I appreciate comments that are left on the video. It helps more people see it. Please leave a thumbs up as well. It helps the video as well. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's free. I only have one upload a week right now, and that's Stub Sundays because my life's very hectic and busy. But I am working on some other things, non-MLB the Show related, that I'm going to be putting on the channel here very soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an amazing Sunday and an amazing week in MLB the Show. And until next time, you can catch me right here, same buck time, same buck channel.